For those select few that are already initiated, you should already know what this is. And for those of you that aren't, just chill. See, we gonna get down to the other stuff here in a second. But what I'm always trying to get everybody to understand is everything is vibration. So, before we do anything else, just vibes. Yeah, just let that seep in. Divinely Guided Goddess Reads LLC. Vibe. Yeah. Yeah, we in this thing. Ah. Yeah. Make sure y'all hit the like button as you come in the door. And in doing so, understand this is not about ego. Oh no. This is about algorithm. This just helps us expand the platform. That way, if you're not trying to hear what I'm trying to say, at least we can get out to the next motherfucker who is. And we ain't gonna be here for very long today. I just came to touch on the transits and elaborate on the aspects. Came to bring some positivity into your motherfucking life. Yeah. Everything is vibration. Yo, priceless. Just fine. Yeah. Nah, this ain't it. See, if you haven't smiled yet today, now would be the perfect time to do so. Like right now. And if you can't find a smile for yourself, please allow me to be the smile on your face. Because at the end of the day, all I am is the smile on your face. All I am is the motherfucking vibe. Yeah. Watkins Cat House. How you doing right now? Yeah. Just fine. Yeah, we're gonna take just a few minutes to let a few more people trickle in. And then we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. And it's been a few days since I last saw you. So we're gonna have to check in. Yeah. I had a rough weekend. Nothing bad happened. I'm just fucked up. Oh. Saturn got me again. Sorry, motherfucker. Fire. We gonna be alright. Beats by ViBrAtIoNaL music. Nah, man. I pretty much destroyed a lot of the progress I've made with my health over this weekend over nothing. I let the fear get the best of me. Saturn went direct, and I knew what was gonna happen. I told y'all about it. And I immediately got caught up in the bullshit. We'll talk about it in a minute. But yeah. It was a motherfucker. Yeah. Nothing bad happened. Nothing bad happened. Just my mind. Saturn. Just the fear. But I actually feel like I went through a breakthrough after this. I actually really feel like after what happened this weekend and the realization I came to yesterday, I really had a fucking breakthrough. So, damn, Heather. You should at least snatch that motherfucker up if you hit him and he tore your shit up like that. Made you some jerky. Katie West, you said, does Saturn make you scared? No. But Saturn does represent fear. You make you scared. Saturn is doubt, worry, fear, especially in Pisces. Saturn in Pisces is fear. It's anxiety. It's worry. It's unhealthy emotional responses to life. And I happen to have Saturn conjunct my moon. So for some people, it's not doing anything. But for me, for the last 11 months, it's put me in an extreme state of trepidation. I have not been myself. I've lived my life in fear for a whole fucking year. It's destroyed my health. I've backtracked on my spirituality. Up until recently, my business was suffering, but I've gotten myself back consistent, so that's okay. But I've let fear control me. And nothing has happened but the fear. Nothing has happened. Nothing I've been worried about or scared about has happened to me. The fear has only fucked me up. That's Saturn in Pisces. Like, I've been so worried about being sick and dying. And the only thing wrong with me is the digestive issues I've created because of the fear. Ain't nothing fucking wrong with me. My mental health was struggling. And I had one of those bouts this weekend. But it is what it is. Lesson learned. Life is still gonna do what life does. People are gonna get sick, fucked up shit's gonna happen. Like I've told y'all over and over with Saturn and Pisces. I just need to learn how to practice what I preach. Shit is still gonna go down. I have to not think I'm dying from every fucking situation. And that's basically what I learned spiritually over the weekend. We'll talk about it in a minute, but yeah. The problem is the fucking fear. Not life, because life is just doing what life does. And it ain't gonna quit. Not death, because death is gonna keep doing what death does. And it ain't gonna quit. That's a part of life. So, Katie West, not of death, of being dead. I'm not scared of death, of the act of dying, or of body death. I'm scared of being dead. I want to be alive. I don't want to be dead. I'm not thinking dying is gonna hurt or it's no. I don't want to beef. I don't want to fuck. I have so much. I have kids. I have life to live, and you can find all this. I have so much I want to accomplish. I enjoy fucking life. So goddamn right, I'm scared of being dead. I'm terrified of it. Maybe I've been there before. Yeah. But yeah, we finna talk about what's going on cosmically for everybody. I actually feel so much better coming here with y'all. I haven't felt bad per se, but yeah. It's been a trip. This new moon has been really intense. People don't understand. This new moon, even though new moons are usually auspicious, it had a certain sinister effect to it. This new moon was opposite to Uranus, trine to Neptune. You hear me? Conjunct to Mars. There was a lot of energy here, and for a lot of people, especially with it being opposite to Uranus and Taurus, it was really hard to keep calm. And all of this was affecting my Jupiter in the 6th house, funny as it is for me. The new moon occurring at 21 degrees of Scorpio, conjunct Mars at 21 degrees of Scorpio. Neptune is conjunct my Jupiter at 22 degrees of Pisces. So all of that was trine my Jupiter while Uranus is sextile. And that sounds beautiful because it's positive aspects, but it's Scorpio. So it was very intense. And I needed to chill. And I couldn't. I just couldn't. I'm just now being able to calm down right now. But even right now, there's too much Sagittarius energy. Because the moon and Mercury are conjunct to my Saturn and square to my moon. So there's a lot of nervousness. There's a lot of frenetic energy. And it's been really hard for me to get it under control today. That's why I came late the way I have today. I usually come a lot earlier in the day. And I got some readings done earlier, but even that was with grave difficulty. So now it was kind of like I had to take a few hours to chill out, walk my dog, get outside, and get all this energy out. It's too much fucking energy. So much energy, it makes me anxious, gives me anxiety, makes me nervous. It's too much fucking Scorpio Sagittarius energy. It's a fucking overload. And so my Jupiter in Pisces in my 6th house is what keeps me calm. It's what's kept me healthy and calm for most of my life. When something is heavily aspected in that, and my moon is being heavily aspected in Pisces, it's really hard for me to chill the fuck out. Even the weed is making me more paranoid. Like as soon as I hit the bud, it makes me more paranoid. It makes me start thinking, so you know. It's like, man, I gotta chill out on that. I gotta calm down for real. My usual coping mechanisms aren't just working. If I hit the weed too many times, it's too fucking strong. I'm gonna get paranoid. I'm gonna get anxious. And so, that is what it is. You said, do my natal readings include aspects and houses? Why would it be a natal reading without the inclusion of aspects and houses? My natal chart readings are, well, the recorded version is gonna be about an hour and a half. And it's gonna cover everything in your chart. Except the Black Moon, Lilith, and Chiron, which you have to request those personally, because with the nature of the Black Moon, Lilith, and Chiron, it's not really ethical for me to just automatically start telling you about your dad sexually abusing you, or you going through some shit, or you being a fucking person who's too promiscuous because you don't value yourself, or you know, there's a whole bunch of shit that goes with that. So if you request me to do that, then we will, of course, assess those. But other than that, I'm going to assess everything in the aspects, the declinations, the most prominent aspects in your chart, the most fortunate placement you have, the hardest placement you have to deal with. Everything. I'm a professional. And if it's a interactive version where we're talking on the phone, or it's a Zoom meeting, it's going to take hours. It could take anywhere from 3 hours to 6 hours, depending on what's going on with me and what's going on with you. The Pluto reading is going to last about an hour and 15 minutes, but it's going to really be in depth. The Pluto readings I do are going to cover Pluto's transit through Aquarius and all the aspects it's going to make to all your personal planets. And I tell you what's going on generally, but I'm not going to be too predictive because I don't want to be projective. You have to be careful with predictions because they can easily become projections. So with me, I'm going to share enough that you're going to be able to pick up on what you need to pick up on, and you're going to know what's going on at that time. But I mean, this is an experience that's happening in your life 20 years from now. I don't need you obsessing over it. So we're definitely going to give a brief, but what's most important is I'm going to give you dates. I'm going to give you specific dates that you're going to have these transits affecting you as far as Pluto going through Aquarius. And then when it comes to, hold on, let me fix my hat. And then when it comes to the synastry readings, I'll look at each one of y'all's placements that are really relevant within a relationship and aspects with those, and then I'll also look at y'all's aspects to each other. That'll be about an hour and a half too. But if we're on the phone, it'll be longer. So yeah, I also offer consultations. So you just have to send me an email at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. That's mr.turner1300@gmail.com. All right, Katie West, I hope that answers your questions and gave you the information that you needed. Okay. Now, we are about 1 minute from it being that time for you to open up your ear and let me crawl into your mind. We're going to touch on the transits. We're going to elaborate on the aspects that might be affecting you. So, yeah. Well, Katie West, my reading is going to be audio. It's going to be me talking to you. It's not going to be a print. It's not going to be anything like, it's going to be me speaking to you, me interpreting them. I'm a slow typer. I wouldn't type all that, and I don't have the software yet where I can take my words and put it in there, because I don't want to go through and have to edit it and go. I'm just not going to do that. It's not that authentic when you're doing all of that. So I want you to get an authentic expression. But I do have a certain format that I follow. I am a professional, but other than the format that I follow, yes. I have a pre-recorded introduction, But I'm going to have to update that because that's like from 2021. So I'm going to have to update that. But yeah, just get at me. Get at me. Hold on. Now, let's talk about what's going on cosmically. Because shit is real out here. What age did I get into astrology? Everybody has that question. There's different levels of getting into astrology. When I first became interested in astrology, I was 7 years old, 8 years old. When it came to studying it and really, you know, being into it, I was probably 19 or 20. When it came to studying it in order to be able to practice it, it was about 8 years ago, 7 or 8 years ago. No. So it was 10 years ago now. Excuse me. See, I lose track of that. But yeah. I have been practicing professionally for 6 years. 3 of which y'all have seen me here practicing. The other 3 I worked for a website. But like I said, that was like peanuts. Like it was like a side hustle, and that is. Young God, you said, what's the lesson behind Saturn in Leo? Authenticity? Ego and authenticity. Now let's talk about what's going on cosmically for real, y'all. Because I ain't going to be here for long. Maybe another hour and 20 minutes. And I'll try to come back tomorrow. But I also might take a rest day tomorrow. I don't know. I've been going real hard on readings and charts, and I also might need to just get my mind right tomorrow. I should have done it today. But I've already started working, so I'm going to finish out the day working. So, that's just is what it is. So, the sun is at 22 degrees of Scorpio. So, hey, today is a very dangerous day. Motherfuckers gonna lose their life today. Today is a deadly day. 22 degrees of Scorpio? Yeah. This is crucial. It's critical. It's dangerous. It's deadly. It's intense. It's passionate. It's extreme. This is 22 degrees. That's why I don't even feel right. I'm very nervous. For no fucking reason. My health is fine. Today it's been hard for me to do anything because I feel so fucking nervous. And I'll calm down, I'll go outside and I'll get the energy out, or I'll do some push-ups, I'll do something, but it's still like, I'll come right back to fucking just, ooh. Like, man, for no reason. For no fucking reason. You gotta be careful. When you have the sun at 22 degrees of Scorpio, conjunct to Mars. Shit is dangerous. See, the sun is conjunct to Mars, opposite to Uranus, and trine to Neptune. So you or somebody else could really get caught up in an emotion and feel like they're doing the right thing and really, really take something to the extreme. Whatever it is. You could see people overdosing today. This is the sun at 22 degrees of Scorpio, trine Neptune in Pisces. That's the truth. And there is no chill. This is the sun opposite to Uranus in Taurus. There ain't no chill. This Mars opposite to Uranus in Taurus. There ain't no chill. This is extreme. You're not going to be able to feel comfortable. Maybe not even safe. So you have to find a stable place to fight from, to operate from. Me, it's a mentality. It's a mindset. For me, it's like, all right, bro, you understand what's going on astrologically. You understand what's going on with you health-wise. You know what's going on with you emotionally. So don't lose your motherfucking grip on reality. Don't trip the fuck out. Just try to keep calm and do what you gotta do. That's the real. This is the sun at 22 degrees of Scorpio, man. This is life or death. And when it's life or death, there can be some death. See, more people die during Scorpio season than any other season, crazy as it is, or any other sun transit. You can Google it. Scorpio people themselves, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon people. I'm not going to go to rise and all that other stuff because it really doesn't count. But in particular, Scorpio sun and Scorpio moon people actually have a shorter life expectancy than the rest of the signs. They're powerful, but they live intense lives. A lot of Scorpio people die. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm keeping it real with you. You got to be careful today. You got to stay inside. If you want to deal with something dangerous, plunge your depths. Deal with those emotions that you leave unresolved. Deal with that trauma that you try to ignore. Yeah, that. That's what you need to do. Nobody said you have to do anything, Tina Tone. I said it's advisable to be careful today. The sun is at 22 degrees of Scorpio, conjunct Mars, opposite to Uranus, trine to Neptune. Some very intense energy. It's a sensitive energy that has to be handled with delicacy, or shit could be taken overboard. Yeah. I'm just here for you, though. You can find yourself on edge. I myself am on edge, but it's also affecting what keeps me calm in my chart. The moon and Mercury are square to my moon and conjunct to my Saturn. And the sun and Mars are trine to my Jupiter, while Uranus is sextile to my Jupiter and Neptune is conjunct to it. So I'm nervous, hypochondriac that's on fucking edge. And I'll believe anything's wrong. That's dangerous for me. It's dangerous for my health. It's dangerous for my mentality. It's not just about actual physical danger or somebody trying to kill you or you getting into a wreck, but you definitely could think about that. Think about you being nervous, you getting distracted. Think about you being on edge. It's not always the best thing. And with this trine to Neptune, you can see some people trying to take the edge off. But that ends up being a danger to them as well. Like I'm smoking now and I'm calm as I'm talking to y'all because I'm talking to y'all. But before I came onto the live, I have not been calm all day. I haven't been worried, but I haven't been calm. I've felt myself being jittery. I felt myself feeling weird. I just know that I'm not fucking dying and there's nothing wrong with me, so I'm not finna stress about like that anymore. It's like, all right, bro, you understand, like, your blood pressure might be high. You're on edge. The only thing you can do to make it worse is start worrying. So keep yourself fucking calm, get active, and work out all that extra energy that you have. So that's what I did. I cleaned my house. I did push-ups. I took my dog for a walk. I fucking did shit that, a long walk. I made myself a really nice meal to try to calm myself down. Because being stationary ain't gonna do. This is the moon and Mercury in Sagittarius, and we're gonna talk about that in just a second. When I say stay inside, I don't mean literally stay inside. I mean stay within. Okay. That's a better way to put it. Which brings us to the moon. See, as we speak, the moon sits at 12 degrees of Sagittarius. So this is a positive energy. It is an active energy. It's not going to sit dormant. It's almost restless. Now, the sun is in Scorpio. The moon is in Sagittarius. That probably means this resorts to an inner restlessness. And if you can find a way to deal with that, you're fine. If you can't, it's going to be too much. For me today, it's been a little too much. What's helped was going for a walk. What's helped was working out. Sagittarius stuff. What's helped was expanding my mind, praying, or meditating, whatever you want to call it. Today I prayed. Usually I meditate. Today I prayed. It's been a long time since I prayed. I prayed today. And it was awesome. It really helped. Those type of things. Be as active as you can, but as safely as possible. Find some way to deal with that inner restlessness. The moon in Sagittarius is definitely exuberant, positive, but it could also be restless. So, deal with it. Now, Mercury is also in Sagittarius. The moon and Mercury are conjunct to each other loosely. They're within that 5-degree orb. So that also produces a certain frenetic energy in its own right. You have to find a way to deal with that. It also means your emotions and your mind are aligned, but it's Sagittarius. So it's bursting forth. You hear me? There's not a lot of control to it. So that right there can also produce a certain amount of nervousness or frenetic energy. Now, Mercury being in Sagittarius is very blunt. So you're going to see people being rude as fuck. And their reasoning for being that way is, I'm just like this. You got to deal with it. I'm living my truth. I'm speaking my truth. I'm just telling it like it is. Nah, motherfucker, you're telling it like it ought to be. Like you think it ought to be specifically. And you're being honest, but that don't make it true. Very interesting. Now, people are going to be wise. They're going to be intuitive. They're going to be seeing the big picture extremely well, but you could also be missing on some details. there could be some key details that you're missing. So what you have to do is understand that those key details are a part of the big picture. So incorporate. Incorporate, then coordinate. You hear me? Yeah, I like that. Now, Mercury is sextile to Venus. So this is a positive mindset. This is positive speech. There is some tact. This is Sagittarius and Libra. That's going to help for the next few days. All right? But this is not going to remain throughout the duration of the transit. They're going to separate within a week. Yeah, about a week. So it ain't going to be as bad as it could be for about a week or so. People going to be a little bit more tactful than usual. I appreciate it, Tyrone. But also understand, people going to be speaking their mind. And you have to be able to handle that. You know how you handle that? By speaking yours. I've been speaking it too. I've been talking cash shit everywhere. And I'm gonna keep talking shit. Fuck 'em. If they can't handle it, that's their problem, right? It's Mercury in Sagittarius, right? It's Mercury in conjunct Jupiter, right? That's what we got. We ain't doing the top 5 today, my bro. It's Monday. I mean, Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is. It's Tuesday. We ain't doing the top 5. Top 5 is Friday. We just touching on the transits today. I'm telling you what's going on in the sky cosmically. I appreciate the love, though. Top 5s is Friday. But yeah, this is Mercury in Sagittarius in conjunct Jupiter in Taurus also. Jupiter retrograde in Taurus. So, people going to be real stubborn in their mindset. Being stubborn in their mindset, what that does is it creates arguments. It kind of keeps people from learning new stuff. So you have to figure out a way to incorporate that Jupiter and Taurus energy. See, an in conjunction represents an infamiliarity, like I've told y'all before. It's two energies that they don't really have a problem with each other, but they're not really familiar with each other because they don't really have anything in common. Taurus and Sagittarius don't have shit in common. Other than they both like the great outdoors. But that's common ground that they can work with. But Taurus is feminine. It's an earth sign. And it's fixed. Sagittarius is masculine. It's a fire sign. And it's mutable. You understand? They have nothing in common. How you doing, Sophia? Matter of fact, I can say, Sophia. Ooh! I can say that. Take that with you. That was your moon in Sagittarius moment. Now, let's look at Venus. Because Venus is in Libra. So, people going to be feeling the urge to pair. Yeah. They want to pair up. Motherfuckers don't want to be by themselves. also understand, with Venus in Libra, people gonna be trying to sugarcoat a lot of stuff. And they're gonna make things seem better than it is. But ultimately, people are just seeking harmony. And with Venus in Libra, the aesthetic matters. If you walk around here looking crazy, people see it. I see it. Fuck wrong with you? Shit. They know you know me. Better get yourself right, shit. Don't mind me, I'm just a Libra rising. But man, with Venus in Libra, it's gonna be a great time for business. You're gonna see people's people skills really coming to fruition. You're gonna see people being more diplomatic than usual. You're gonna see people being fairer than they usually are with other people. And there's also gonna be this element of a time of smoothing things over. Whether it's within our relationships, whether it be at work or wherever this is affecting you. For me, this is in my 12th house. All right. And so the problem is, I could be not wanting to deal with things. I could be looking for people to want to deal with shit for me. No. Can't do that. Not that. Now, Mars. Mars is at 23 degrees of Scorpio. And this right here is relentless energy. It's insatiable desire. But it can also be ruthless anger. It's laser focus. It's austere. It's regenerative. It's intense. It's passionate. It's powerful. But see, people deal with that type of energy different ways. Some people don't deal with this type of energy well. This type of energy could have them acting out of character. It could have them doing things that they don't normally do. Because every feeling becomes more visceral. With it being visceral, with the sun being conjunct to Mars, you're going to have to find some type of active outlet for this energy that fills you. Because that energy is so fucking dynamic that it can create some inner chaos. So control has to be the main ingredient here. Control has to be the main ingredient. Or you could end up self-destructing. Yeah. How you gonna deal with this? You gonna lose control? Next, let's go ahead and take a look at Jupiter. Because Jupiter is sitting at 8 degrees of Taurus now. And Jupiter is going to be retrograde until December 31st. So throughout the rest of the year. And usually this would be chill. It's chill. It's cool. It's patient. It's accumulative. But retrograde, you can get stuck. You can be too stubborn. You can be ungrateful. Lazy. You can expect, and when you expect, you don't value. You can also see yourself going against your normal values for whatever reason because of particular situations in this retrograde. Now, this would have to pertain to whatever house it's in for you. For me, this is in my 7th house. So what's going on with you? Now, let's go ahead and talk about Saturn. And Saturn is at 0 degrees of Pisces, but Saturn is now direct. So that old feeling comes back. Things start happening again. Life starts doing what it's doing. The question is, can you deal with it? Let me put y'all in perspective. Y'all know for the last 6 months, I've struggled with the digestive issues. And I don't know if I explained to y'all what all's happened, but basically, Saturn came into a conjunction with my moon, and coming to a conjunction with my moon, it was trying to Pluto and my sun, sextile to Neptune, square my natal Saturn. And so it came in doing a lot. My sister passed away. I had a legal situation that had me scared. I then started worrying so much that I started having digestive issues. Well, me being an astrologer and me having Saturn conjunct to my moon, when I started having the digestive issues, the first thing I did was start Googling symptoms. I started Googling symptoms. The first thing that does is tell you that you're fucking dying. WebMD's gonna tell you that your ass is dying. So I immediately started thinking, oh man. And then I started looking at my transits. I started realizing I was having a north node, I was having a nodal return or a north node return at the same time. And that Pluto was gonna be square to my nodes. And that Uranus was in my 8th house, sextile to my Jupiter and Pisces in my 6th house. And so me being an astrologer, I created this fear that, oh shit, I'm about to die in the next few months. This all started happening in May. I changed everything about my life. Lost fucking 20 pounds. Stressing and not eating. Then I'm still having a hard time getting back on today. It's because I eat different. So it's really going to be hard for me to gain that back the way I want to. Because I don't eat all of the fat that I used to eat. And I don't eat a lot of dairy products. And I don't fucking gorge myself and fall asleep every night like I did before. So it's different. I'm probably healthier than I've ever been, but I created this fear and this obsession that, oh shit, by the time August came, I was gonna die because that's my nodal return, or a little bit after that, I was gonna be dead. Well, time progressed. I started realizing I was just tripping. I started calming down. Saturn went retrograde, and I'm not gonna blame it on, but it really is like I could see I was able to get myself back into a routine. I started being able to work again, function again, and I understood that it was the fear. When Saturn went retrograde, I saw that my health, I wasn't fucking dying. I went through the nodal return with Pluto square to my nodes. I ain't fucking dead. If I was dying from some type of illness and that started 6 months ago, I would be a lot worse fucked up now. I wouldn't be better. I still have minor digestive issues, but I'm able to influence that with what I eat. So I know it's digestive issues. And with stress. I'm aware of it. So the fear is the issue, right? So let me tell y'all what happened. This is what happened this weekend. I knew Saturn went direct last week. I told y'all about it. I told y'all that once Saturn goes direct, you have to understand that the fear, the doubt, the avoidance behavior, the escapism, the mistrust, the lack of faith, that's the problem. It's not life, because life is just doing what life does. It's doing what it's always done, and it's going to keep doing that. You have to learn how to process things. And for me, I had to realize I have health issues because of my fear. I'm not sick. I'm 37 years old. I'm in fantastic shape. The health issues I get is because I'm scared. I done raised my blood pressure. I'm not eat. I done went there. And I didn't have that before. So I have to learn how to deal with the fear. And I've never had fear before. My moon is in Pisces. I don't trip. I get high. I ignore stuff. I don't deal with it. And so now the fears of death, the fears of sickness, the fears of this, all this shit that I don't deal with is back here. Seeing my mom die at 37 years old. Seeing my sister die in a casket at 32 years old earlier this year. Seeing all this shit, and it is like also being scared that I was gonna be in trouble and go to jail for a long time. And then once the digestive issue started, at first worrying that I had cancer. Obsessing that I had cancer constantly. Every time I seen a commercial about cancer treatment on TV, or I seen it, I think it's talking to me and telling me I wouldn't watch TVs if somebody was sick. I wouldn't watch shows. Like, it really started fucking with me, where I was like, man. And then my spirituality has been telling me the whole time, bro, you ain't fucking sick. You ain't got no cancer. You ain't dying. You fucking are tripping out. Like you need to get yourself under control. You need to calm the fuck down. But this is a struggle I had every day for months. And I probably will still have to continue battling, but I came through with a breakthrough yesterday, because what happened is Saturday morning, I woke up and I was rubbing my foot. And I have plantar fasciitis on and I know that about my foot. Like, it swells up every few months or whatever, and I have to, and it hurts. And I have to get it back right. Massage it out, get a massage, get it back right. I have to get it calmed down, and then it goes away for a while. But when you have those inflammations, those flame-ups of that plantar fasciitis, that shit sucks. But I thought I was about to have one, because I thought my foot was kind of feeling funny. But I was rubbing my leg, and I felt like a tender spot by my shin. And I was like, oh shit, my bone is tender. What's that? So the first thing I did was the dumb shit I always... And as soon as I picked up my phone, I guarantee you, my higher self, my guides, my ancestor, whatever said, hey, bro, don't do that. And I didn't listen. I WebMD, I Googled. Boom. Bone pain. First thing that comes up with bone pain, bone cancer. So my mind automatically stuck on that and said, oh shit, not only is it bone cancer, but I've probably been having cancer this whole time, and it's secondary bone cancer. And I fucking went into a fucking obsessive dive into where I fucking was, like, my family was doing stuff, I was with them, but I was in a whole different zone. I was so fucking worried that I had fucking all I did was keep Googling the same thing over and over again. Symptoms of secondary, what could be the symptoms? And I would go through my head and just obsess, like, what could make my leg hurt? What could I have done to bruise my bone? I can't think of anything. Nobody's hit me. Nobody's done nothing. And I'm like, man, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm just like obsessing. And then I went and took a hot bath, and my spirituality, or my higher self, or my ancestors, or whoever it was, said, say, bro, this is the time where you need to understand what's going on. It told me this on Saturday morning. It said, bro, you're not sick, you're not dying, you don't have cancer. You need to stop. You know it's the fear. You know you have a digestive issue, and that's it. And the only reason you have a digestive issue is because you are so scared all the fucking time. You have to learn how to get, and you are 37 years old. You have to learn how to get an ache, a bruise, a cough, a headache, a cold, a virus, without thinking you're fucking dying. And even if you were, oh fucking well, it's just a part of life, motherfucker, but you're not. The roof could cave in on you right now, and you're so fucking worried about that, you're not living. And it's funny that this is in my 5th house, and 5th house is about fun, creativity. And so it's like, I obsessed. I'm a hypochondriac. I obsessed over it the whole weekend. I'm like, man, I'm fucking dying. Like, I had convinced myself. I was so scared that by Monday morning, yesterday morning, I woke up at 2:30 in the morning, and I sat there for 3 hours just in a ball on the couch with my knees up, just shaking, thinking I was gonna die soon, that I had secondary bone cancer as manifested, and you can't, once you have secondary bone cancer, that means you're dying within 6 to 48 months. So like, my life was over. And I'm just shaking, and I'm just shaking and shaking and shaking, and at the same time I'm doing that, my spirituality is saying, bro, you are tripping. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Like, you are about to make yourself real sick. Like, your blood pressure is probably sky high. You need to chill out before you really kill yourself. Like, and I was fucking just crazy. I went crazy. And so I come back here. Wait, Katie, I didn't even need to go to the doctor. Chill out. I've been to the doctor months ago. That's the problem. I don't even believe that. I went to the doctor when all this first started 6 months ago. They took all kinds of blood tests. Told me my blood looked great. Told me I looked great. As a matter of fact, I was on an IV. They snatched the IV out of my arm and told me to leave. Like, hey, bro, you're fine. Like, you need to chill out. You have digestive issues that you're stressing the fuck out. You need to chill out. Go get you a primary care physician and stop fucking stressing. They didn't say fucking, but they said stop stressing. And so I'm sitting there just shaking until yesterday. I'm sitting here, right? This is how stupid it is. And I got up and I started moving around. I started walking around the room right here, and I'm pacing. I'm scared. I'm like, well, what the fuck's going on, man? And so I started rubbing on my leg, and I was like, I felt it. I was like, wait, that's not the bone. I was like, wait, I felt it. I was like, that's not. And I haven't looked at it this whole time. I only felt one tender spot and started freaking out. I felt the tender spot and I rubbed on it a few times, but I was just so, like, in my mind, it's a fear. And so I went and got my flashlight and I shined it. And I just have like a scratch my, I've been scratching, and I scratched my leg raw a little bit, or I bruised my leg a little bit, or, you know, just irritated my skin really bad right there. It was the skin. Right now, it's the skin, it's not the fucking bone. Yeah, but, and I immediately felt stupid. I didn't feel relieved. I felt stupid because my blood pressure was so high, I felt so fucking sick. I had a fucking migraine headache. Like, I was fucking, and today I haven't felt great because I put myself in such a bad place. My digestive system has been fucked up for 3 days now. And it was feeling so much better. And so with Saturn in Pisces, once again, for all of us, it's the fear. It's the trepidation, it's the doubt, it's the worry, it's the stress, it's the avoidance behavior, it's the addiction, it's the mistrust. It's not life. Nothing bad is going to happen to you that wouldn't happen to you any other time in life with Saturn in Pisces. Life is just doing what life does. You have to learn how to process life healthily. And that means emotionally maturing to where you can deal with things. You can't lose faith in life. And that's what Pisces done. Like, with Saturn and Pisces, people get this deep-seated fear of isolation, and they get more prompted to get involved with society from that fear and its origin, which is a complete lack of faith in life all the way around. I wasted the last 6 months of my life, and a little bit before that, but at least the last 6 months of my life, not living because I was worrying about dying. I have not enjoyed my life, and nothing has happened to avoid that but me, inside of me. I'm telling y'all this because this is real for y'all. I'll give y'all this all the time because this is some real shit. With this right here, you can't rob yourself of life. You can't let fear control you. Fuck fear. Not only can you manifest your fears, but you can also fool yourself. I wasn't dying yesterday, but I curled up in a ball and almost stopped living. Say, man, I'm not doing that no more. I would never do that shit again. I understand now. After that shit and the way I felt today and the shit I went through yesterday, like I would never do that shit again. I'm done. I've learned my lesson. I had my breakthrough. I realized, for me, I have to enjoy my life. Live my life. Get back to enjoying the things I enjoy. Eating again. Sleeping again. Having fun again. Living. Creating. Like, I got to get back to that. The problem is the fear. It's not life. Life is just lifing. I have to be able to get headaches, bruises, scratches, without thinking I'm fucking dying. Because if I was, what the fuck could I do about it? The only thing worse than dying is stop living. And I almost did that. I'm not talking about killing myself. I almost just stopped living. I've been going through it. I've been putting my family through it for 6 months now. I haven't slept in the bed with my wife for 6 months. That's real. Not because I don't love her, because I don't want to bother her. Because I'm scared to sleep laying down. I won't even sleep laying down. I think it's going to mess with my digestive system. And so I spend most of the time sleeping sitting up or sitting where I can be at least highly elevated. So I'm not waking up with acid. Like, it's crazy. I had painted myself into a box. And fuck that. I'm not doing that shit no more. My family goes out to eat. They eat great food. I won't eat nothing that they eat. I'll eat, but I don't drink soda. I don't drink juice. I drink water. And nothing but water. And that's great. When we go out to eat, I order the blandest shit possible. I don't eat dessert other than chocolate chip cookies every now and then. Or granola bars. I haven't been eating enough in the daytime. That's why I lost. It's not like I have unexplained weight loss. Like I'm sick. No, I only eat granola bars and bananas in the daytime. And then I might eat one meal at night. When I used to eat a huge 3 meals every day. I just stopped doing the things I enjoy. I love eating. I love eating. It's one of my favorite things. I'm a Cancer. I fucking love it. But it's like, for the longest, I just, and I do okay for a little bit, but it's because I'm ignoring it. But this weekend, I had this realization. It's like, this has been showing me that Saturn's about to take his trip back through Pisces. That, hey, bro, you might experience some shit. You might have some bad days. You might be nervous. You might be anxious like you have today. But that don't mean you're fucking dying, bro. Deal with it. Figure out what you need to do, like I have so far. And it's helped greatly, but the shit ain't easy. Swifties only. You need to go somewhere with the Swifties. We love you, but You came in with the wrong energy. I could already sense you was about to troll. Or you wouldn't even came and asked me why I had a golden microphone. So I immediately realized this isn't for you. You're welcome to observe, but you could not be a part of this here. Enjoy yourself. We are not thirsty for subscribers. We are a vibe tribe. We're trying to help each other raise each other's vibration. We're trying to connect through knowledge of self. It ain't for everybody. Enjoy yourself. We love you. Arrivederci. Now. Yeah, man. Saturn in Pisces is a motherfucker, and we're only at 0 degrees. That's what you got to understand. That's why it's so essential. We've been dealing with it for a whole year, but we're only at 0 degrees. We've retrograded back into 0 degrees. We have to do this shit all over again. And what's scarier is then comes Saturn in Aries, conjunct to Neptune, conjunct to Neptune in Aries at 0 degrees. Pure aggression, assertion. I'm talking about a big push forward. Shit's about to get interesting, y'all. But yeah, man. With this Saturn, man, I went through some shit this weekend and nothing happened. This year, I've went through some shit. And I mean, at first my sister passed away and that is, but nothing's happened. It's inside of me. Serafina, I told you what the difference is between Saturn going retrograde and Saturn now direct. I kind of explained it. Is when Saturn went retrograde, it gave you a chance to find out what the problem is. Find out what's really going on. For me, I realized I'm not fucking dying. I'm not fucking sick. I'm fucking scared. I have a digestive issue that was created by the fear. When I get scared or stressed out, it makes the digestive issue work. So I have to manage the fear. But when Saturn went direct, that means stuff is going to start happening. You're going to get feelings. Your stuff is going to go on it ain't going to be easy. Mars the Witch, I don't do commands. I'm finna block you real fast because we don't come on here and do this. I don't know why y'all come on here talking about say this and I'll sub. We're not thirsty for subscribers. We're not thirsty for subscribers. Go ask somebody else to say Charlie. We're not command animals. Stephanie Iasis, what's up? But yeah, Saturn going, and Serafina, there's nothing to apologize for or nothing to say you're bad about. It's not your bad. But yeah, Saturn going direct just means that stuff is like you're going to get anxious again. Like I felt anxious since it's happened. I haven't felt good, and I really didn't feel good since it started, but it's not really bad either. Like it's little, like I had a fucking, like I said, I had the shit on my leg. I had nervousness or high blood pressure today that's created from me being in a position. I had just minor stuff that I just need to learn to deal with and not let it scare the shit out of me and spend days fucking me up or me obsessing about it. But yeah, stuff's gonna happen. Life is gonna live. You might get cold. You might get sick. You might get scared. But you have to deal with the fear. You have to understand it's just the fear. The fear is the issue. Heather Nielsen is nothing. It's a scratch. I mean, it's a rash or like it's just something on my skin. It's not even on my bone. It's not my bone. I can see that it's a redness on the top of my skin. See, y'all so fucking disrespectful, man. For all of y'all goofy ass trolls that are coming on here, do not waste your time trying to command me to say something in my chat. Don't come on here and say this or say say dog for an edit. Say goofy ass for a minute. Like, no, take your stupid ass somewhere and start a channel where you can command people to say shit in the comments all day long, and that'll do that shit. We not here for that. And I'm not upset with you, but we just not here for that. All right. We not here for that. Hold up, y'all. But yeah, we not here for none of that bullshit. NorCal, we don't care. The fuck does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Your sexuality is not a concern here. Your spirituality is. We don't give a fuck who you fuck, what you like fucking, and how you do it. We ain't here for that either. If you want attention for saying that, go start you a channel where you can say, I'm a homosexual, I'm pansexual, I'm a sapiosexual, I'm polyamorous. And people can say, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Now, we don't give a fuck. We love you, but we don't give a fuck. What does that have to do with anything? No, I'm not. But that doesn't matter. Because we don't care. We love you regardless. We don't know. I'm absolutely not. But that doesn't matter. If you are, you're welcome here. There's plenty of people here that are. There's gay people. There's lesbian people here. There's trans people here. There's straight people here. What we are here are spiritual people who love astrology, and we love utilizing this tool to help us understand ourselves and situations and the energy of the way that the world works. So you're welcome to stay, and you'll be loved and accepted unconditionally. But as far as you wanting attention for playing about my sexuality, you gonna get yourself blocked real quick. I'll block you so quick that you won't even know what hit you. All right, let's not do that. You seem like a nice person. I don't want to have to shatter your dreams. All right. We good. So, back to this cosmic shit. Let's go ahead and talk about Uranus, because Uranus is retrograde at 20 degrees of Taurus now, and Uranus is going to be retrograde until January 27th. So, cool out. All right? Find you a stable place inside of yourself that you can operate from. You ain't going to be able to get comfortable because life is chaotic. You ain't gonna be able to feel secure. Maybe not even safe. But what you can do is find a stable place to operate from. That's what you do right now. In order to do so, you need to take inventory of who you are, what you have to work with, what you're willing to do. That puts everything in the proper perspective for you. Brother. Yeah. What you gonna do? And you know what else? Speaking of the nervousness I had, y'all, I think one of those, hey, what's up, Phyllis? I think one of those strains of bud I have is like sprayed with, like I got it from a dispensary, but it's been sprayed too much with pesticides or something, because it's, when I'm smoking it, it immediately makes me feel some type of way in my head. Like I feel funny in my head. Not like regular, like when I hit the gas, which is a gas, but it's just like, like my body immediately gives a funky reaction to it. Like, that ain't right. Katie West, you said, is it easy for me to be vulnerable? It's easy for me to be honest. And that makes me appear vulnerable. But there's also so much more that I'm protecting. And me sharing so much is also a defense mechanism in its own right. I know how to tell you enough that you won't question anything else. So the things that I tell you so much revealing and honest stuff that you don't question what else is there. I don't know. I forgot the strain that's fucking me up. I think it's Banana Rama or something. I don't know. It's somewhere over there. I don't know. It's banana something. But that just hitting it that strain in particular when I hit it, and it's very strong too. So it just might be the strain. But as soon as I hit it, like I don't like the way it makes my head feel. I don't feel high, but I don't like the way it makes my head feel immediately. I'm like, ugh. So the problem is that's the only kind I have left. It's the only kind I got left. But yeah, let's look at Neptune. Because Neptune now sits at 25 degrees of Pisces, and that's going to be retrograde until December 4th. And just a second. Yeah, that strain is a hybrid, I think. I'm smoking a sativa now, but I think that strain is a hybrid. It could be a sativa also. But I try to stick with sativas a lot of the time because the indica makes me sleepy. But yeah, this new moon has been heavy on me also. But yeah, it's been really hard. I've had to get over myself, get over my nervousness, get over just stupid fear. Stupid ass fear. But I now realize, for real, I realize now, like that was a breakthrough because I worried this whole time. Oh, I got cancer, I'm done, and I don't share it to y'all because I try not to speak that negative shit into existence. When Tiara, who is one of, like I said, one of the champions here on this channel, she's done pulled cards and crystals for me and said, hey, look, bro, you ain't got nothing going on. Like, I've used my divination tools, and I'm telling you, you ain't got nothing going on. When I've been to the doctor, and they told me I didn't have nothing going on. And I didn't want to hear them. Even to this. Like, with this yesterday, or this weekend that I've dealt with my fucking leg, which, it's literally, right now, I'm just saying, it's dermatitis or fucking source where I done scrubbed my leg raw, or where my dog done bruised me jumping up on my leg. That also is possible. Whatever happened, it's a scratch. It's scrape. It's irritation on the skin. It's not the bone being tender. I'm running around doing jump shots in the fucking air. And also just common sense. Like, there's no way I had secondary bone cancer, metastasized bone cancer that's terminal, and I ain't lost a whole bunch of weight, and I'm still eating and walking around and playing and all this shit. It's my fucking mind. And so I did that shit to myself, but having it this weekend was like the breakthrough. Because it's realizing, like, I thought, oh shit, I have had I'm dying. And then when I realize it's a fucking rash, or it's a fucking, it's whatever it is, it's not my fucking bone. It's the skin, it's the tissue, it's not the bone. And me to realize how sick I had made myself, how crazy I had pushed myself to be. How this whole time, ain't nothing been wrong with me physically but my motherfucking fear and my stress. Realizing that even my digestive issues are cool when I'm not fucking worried. Like, it's been a motherfucker. And so it took me going through this, realizing that it ain't that, to realize, like, bro, you tripping. Like, you've been tripping this whole time. And I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm not doing it. If I get sick, I'm going to deal with it like I have all the rest of the years of my life. If something gets bad enough where I need to go to the hospital, I'm just going to go to the fucking hospital. Other than that, I'm not going to be sitting here fucking obsessing that I'm fucking dying. Stupid. I wasted months of my life now. Wasted months of my wife's life. Months of my children's life. I've been around, but I haven't been available the way that I used to be. I haven't explained anything to them. They hear me asking my wife, am I all right? Or do you think I'm going to be okay? And her telling me okay, and me talking about the shit, but I haven't explained anything to them because something inside of me said, you don't need to. There's nothing wrong with you. Like, why you need to fucking scare your kids? Fuck your kids up. Because you're fucking crazy right now. You're struggling with your mental health. And so it's just, finally having that big breakthrough has been big. Like, but I needed this because Saturn's going to keep doing shit. Like, I'm going to have aches and pains. I'm going to have shit happen. I have to not be scared. Because the fear ain't doing nothing for me but making me sick. And even if I was sick, like, fear ain't going to do nothing but make it worse. What's fear going to do? So, yeah. It's been a motherfucker. Finding out what's real. And this is what's funny about Neptune being in Pisces here. And this is also being conjunct my Jupiter in Pisces in my 6th house. Finding out what's real had nothing to do with anything external or going to anywhere. It's realizing inside of myself that I'm okay. And I can be okay. If I let myself be okay. But that's a truth inside of me. The doctors told me I was okay when I got, looked at my blood, said, oh, you look great. And, that's not everything, but you look so great. We don't think you need any type of imaging. Why do that? And I also, now that I think about it, it's not because I don't have insurance, because I didn't need it. If I was at the hospital, they ethically, if they really thought I needed some type of imaging, they would have gave me imaging that day. I was already there. It was across the hall from the room. I could see the CAT scan machine, literally 5 feet away from me. If they thought it was that bad, they would have took care of me. That's dumb. I didn't believe it, and I just made myself sicker and sicker. I made myself sick. Where I might have just had IBS, now I have IBD. I took some shit to where now it's fucked up for real. Like, I have to really, really pay attention to what I'm doing with stress and what I'm eating, where that shit fucking hurts bad for days at a time. I'm not talking about little stomach ache where you poop it. No, I'm talking about real fucking pain. And I got to a point where I was having days in a row where I wasn't hurting at all. But it's because I wasn't scared. And so, with this right here, I just have ultimately had to really, really start looking at things a lot differently. And I'm so grateful I had this breakthrough. That's why I prayed today. I said I didn't just manifest. I prayed today. And I haven't done so in a long time. And that doesn't mean I'm any certain religious preference. But I prayed today. I needed that. Funny that the moon and Mercury in Sagittarius, but I prayed today. I released. And I haven't felt great today because I've had all this energy, but I haven't been worried. And that's why I've been able to be okay and finally come live tonight, and I feel fine. I realize I need to eat. I realize I need to do this. Like, I haven't been eating right. I don't feel great because I don't eat like I used to eat. Not drinking any sugar. Not getting very much sugar into my body. I'm only doing the bare minimum. And so all the shit is bullshit. Like, it's bullshit. I love ice cream and milkshakes. I haven't ate ice cream or drank a milkshake in 6 months. My family goes and goes to Red Robin and gets these root beer floats, them whatever they are. What is it called? Bottomless root beer floats. Or they'll go get, and I loved it. Like, that's my favorite. When I was in prison, the only thing that kept me through my prison time was ice cream. I look forward to going to commissary and get me a pint of ice cream as much as possible. I would do whatever I could to hustle up and make sure that I could get somebody else to get me a pint when they went to commissary if it wasn't my day to go to commissary, so I could make sure I had a pint of fucking ice cream. And it's like, none of that shit. Like, I've none of the shit I enjoy I've allowed myself to do. I smoke weed, but it's a coping mechanism. It's been an escapist thing. It hasn't because I enjoy the weed. I haven't enjoyed smoking weed because it makes me nervous too. It's been an addictive thing. It's because I'm used to it. I don't even want to smoke weed anymore. I love it, and I know y'all enjoy it and all that, but it's not really. I'm 37 years old. I'm getting to the point where I'm over it. Right now, for me going through what I'm going through with Saturn conjunct my moon, I'm probably going to have to quit. And I told y'all that a year ago. Remember when I told you that a year ago? I was like, hey, man, I think I'm finna have to come to a point where I'm going to have to stop smoking weed, too. And I'm kind of getting to that point. I don't want to have to deal with the withdrawal symptoms because of how strong that I smoke and how much I smoke. But I'm to the point where I'm done with that. Like, I'm done with that. It doesn't serve me anymore. It's not calming me down. So therefore, it doesn't serve the purpose that it's for. And so I'm just to the point with that where it's like, that's out the door. But all of this is an inner realization. People have told me that, like I said, this is Neptune right here. This is what I'm giving y'all an example of how Neptune and Pisces works. People have told me. Situations have told me. I don't believe the doctors. I don't believe my own self. Until finally I had an inner realization. It hasn't been a revelation or a revelation. It's been a realization. And like, I've done this shit to myself. Hold up. We ain't finna be harassing nobody in my chat, Money Banks. Let me help you out. Damn sure ain't harassing no ladies in here. This ain't for you, homie. Bye. I ain't even gonna explain to you. As soon as you came in here, started trying to address the ladies in here for no reason, calling their name over and over again, you ain't finna do that, bro. You out of here. Yeah. Rodrigo. Yeah. But I'm just great. I'm in such a better place, and I have to use this. This is the new moon too. See, you got to go through some deep shit with that Scorpio new moon. You feel me? It's crazy that it was during this new moon. I had to go through some deep shit, my own fears, that deep dark part inside of me of death. Still going through it. But I also feel empowered. I also know that this right here, it started something new. I manifested something better now. I realize now. I get it. We ain't doing that shit no more. Shit still might be hard. Life ain't gonna stop doing what life does, but I'm not gonna let that fear fuck with me. I'm about to start living again. I'm about to start creating again. I'm gonna start eating again. Start having fun. Start being really playful the way that I'm playful. I'm gonna dance again. I used to dance every day. At least every other day. I had some music on. I'd be in here, and it ain't nobody watching me. It's not like for TikTok or anything. I'm not with that bullshit. But what I'm doing is I'm in here with me, feeling myself, shadow boxing every day. I'm playful every day, and I do it a little bit still to this day. But I haven't danced in a long time. Fuck that. Fuck that. But it's also been something inside of myself that I had to find. With Neptune and Pisces, you have to find the truth inside of yourself. You can't get caught up in the culture. You can't be tricked by the trends. You can't be worried about what everybody else thinks and their projections and their expectations. No. You got to find out what's best for you, what's going on with you. And the only way you can do that is going inside of yourself. Yeah, your perspective is going to change. It always will as new information is incurred. But your point of perception doesn't have to change. You hear me? That means how you see things might change. Your interpretation of things might change as new information or new situations occur. But as long as you're viewing things from an inner perspective, you're sorting it from a spiritual lens, it should hopefully allow you just a little bit of grace. All right. Now, this seems like I'm like hunching over the mic. I need to get back right. I don't want to be hunched over the mic. I ain't a huncher, I'm a cruncher. I'm a pocket puncher. Smile right fucking now. Now, Pluto. Pluto's at 28 degrees of Capricorn. So life is hard and people gonna be stressed. Life is hard and people gonna be stressed. But you can't let that stress make you go backwards. You can't force you into a pessimistic mindset. You can't self-destruct. No. What you need to do is make changes. Economize your efforts. Get rid of the shit that no longer serves you. Get away from the people that you don't really need in your life that's been a drain. Get away from the things that are a stain on your name. Find your self-respect. Operate with some dignity and integrity. This also means that people as a whole are going to be very, very discontent. They don't want shit to be the same as it's been before. This feeling starts to fester. Disenchantment, discontent. That brings a tremendous change of pace and mindset with Pluto in Aquarius in a month or so. What then happens is conservatism, practicality now becomes radicalism and radicality. Yeah. $7 years. I did a 10-year sentence, but I did 7 years in and 3 years on parole. 7 years. Now, Chiron is just at 16 degrees of Aries. You got to hold yourself accountable. See, this is on my descendant. It's opposite my ascendant. So for me, it's about holding myself accountable for where my relationship is. Like for right at this moment right now, I've been going through my shit inside of myself. So my relationship has suffered because of that. That's my fault. That's my fault. Only I can fix it too. Need to take my ass to bed. Need to show some fucking appreciation for the goddess that has supported me while I've been in my time of weakness. Because that's what this has been, a time of weakness. But only I can do that. What's up, Jackson Pomney? Now, the Black Moon Lilith is at 4 degrees of Virgo. And with Venus at, not Venus, I mean Lilith. I said Venus, I meant to say the Black Moon Lilith. The Black Moon Lilith is at 4 degrees of Virgo. That's people overanalyzing things, overthinking situations. It's people being overcritical, too technical. It's people getting caught in compulsions, worries. It's funny that the Black Moon Lilith is at 4 degrees of Virgo. That's opposite my moon in Pisces too. Square my Saturn. Opposite, sextile my Sun. Sextile my Pluto. So there it is. My Saturn's is in Sagittarius. That's my positivity. It's really hard for me to be positive sometimes anyway. It's my faith. It's my optimism. It took a long time to develop that after the life I lived. And now Black Moon Lilith here. Saturn here. The Black Moon Lilith opposite to Saturn. Both of them fucking me up. For you right there, understand it's your mind. And it's also the fact that you can't see past your own ass. You can see what's wrong with everybody else. But you're oblivious to your problems. Your transgressions. Problem is everybody else sees you. They see you. And the numerology of the let's talk about the nodes. The nodes are at 23 degrees of Aries in Libra now. So once again, you can't get caught up in codependency. You can't be so easily influenced. You can't be so concerned with what people think about what you have going on, or what they think about who you are at this point in your life. Now you gotta be you. You gotta do you. You gotta live your truth. unapologetically. Not speak it, live it, experience it, fight with it. That means you gotta ask yourself, are you lazy? Are you scared of other people? Are you weak-minded? You fearful? Because if that's the case, you got to find your courage. That's what this is going to make you do. You're going to be presented with conflicts that make you find your courage. You won't be able to delegate. You got to regulate. I don't think you heard me, though. Now, the numerology of the day is a 5. We are in that 5 vibration. But it's a karmic 5 because it's a 14-5. It's not a regular 5. And the 11 for the month makes it karmic. Because during the month of November, whatever the birthday is, or whatever the date of the day is, that's also going to be the path or the vibration for that day. So somebody born today would have a karmic debt 14. The karmic debt 14 is out here today. It's a karmic day. It's not a day to be wasted. But it could also be a day where you make a mistake. A crucial mistake. A vital mistake. Some people might be making their last mistake. The sun is at 22 degrees of Scorpio. It could be your motherfucking last mistake. So calm down. Pay attention to what you're doing. Don't take it too far. Let control be the main ingredient. Or let desire consume you. That's all I got to say about the transits. We're going to be here for 18 more minutes, and then we're going to go. So any questions y'all have, let's get them over with. Aquarius Saturn. You're a friendly person, but you're not really close personally with very many people. And you're always balancing your need for recognition with the need for approval. And you definitely are a good person, and you have a lot of energy, and you're great at planning things, and you're great at organizing other people and seeing what people's worth is in a social situation. And you have a great understanding of those things, but you feel awkward yourself. You don't know who you are sometimes. You don't know what you're really trying to accomplish. So that makes things interesting, to say the least. Yeah, I know you. Now, as I said, when it comes to tomorrow, I'm going to try to come tomorrow. But I can't guarantee. It depends on how I feel. And that doesn't mean I'm going to wake up feeling bad, because I'm going to wake up feeling good tomorrow. But I also might need a day to get everything aligned the way I need to get everything aligned as far as the readings I need to get aligned. I've got a lot done today, but I have to redo Topaz's reading. I don't know if Topaz is here, but I have to redo Topaz's reading. And then I have to get ready for a consultation or a transit consultation with Ezekiel. And then I have to reschedule Melissa so that we can finish her session that we didn't get completed all the way yesterday. And I have to continue to work on my curriculum for our classes. So, I got a good thing going. Y'all notice what I did here? I took that Phantom one that I already did on the other one, the Phantom of the Opera one that I really just had repaid before, and I freaked it on this one right here. You said, is this new moon in your first house? Are you a Scorpio rising? It's been a long time since I read your chart, Valley. Serafina, yes, I do numerology readings. I do every kind of reading. I'm a bad motherfucker, but yes. Numerology readings are some of my favorites. Send me an email. I got you. See, this is the Phantom of the Opera again. It's just it's another run from there. But watch. Now this new moon was in Scorpio. The new moon occurred at 21 degrees of Scorpio. We're still in the new moon energy today, but damn. Hey Pisces. Hey Pisces. Hey Pisces. That bitch vibing right there. I hate when my hat does this right here. I just want it to stick up the whole, like, everywhere. Hey, Pisces. Yes, I'm still doing the Pluto through Aquarius readings. I'm doing all of them, yeah. I just did a Pluto reading today. For tomorrow. Not mean tomorrow, for tomorrow. Tomorrow is a person. But yeah. I just did one today. That's the reading I did today, earlier. Hey, Pisces. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me one time. If you're here and you haven't hit the like button, hit it for me before we go. We 12 minutes out. I should be back tomorrow. But I might take a mental health day. But knowing me and my Mars in Capricorn, I'll probably be here. Getting it in. Again. Okay, Heather. Shoot me the payment. I got you. I'll record for you. I'll record one for you so you have the file. I wish I would have kept your other one. That would have been really helpful. Damn, my speaker died. They don't want to let black folks be great. I'm just playing. I'm sorry, y'all. I hope she's making some delicious dinner in there. I might, let me look. I don't know if I have the file right here, but let me see if I have the file right here. Shut your ass. Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Let me see. It would have been months ago, so I probably don't have it. These are all top fives.
That's Saturn and Pisces, Saturn and Pisces, Saturn and Pisces, Saturn and Pisces. That's a video I wrote for Taurus Midheaven and Aquarius. Dang, I wrote a video for Taurus Midheaven and Aquarius Midheaven. I didn't even record them. Wow. Nope, there's Kathy's Pluto reading. Nope. I don't know if I have yours. Let me see. It might be my old pad, but nope. I'm gonna have to redo it. Sorry. Sorry. Let me run that back. That's one of my favorites I did too. But yeah, I'll redo it. You just gotta send me the bread. Send them. And one person has already finished their full payment for the tutoring or for the apprenticeship, the lessons. One person has said they're going to take care of it before the end of the week. And I think there's only one more of y'all. So just make sure you get that right for yourself. Are there any astrology books that I recommend? I recommend all types of astrology books. One of my favorites is gonna be Parker's Astrology. Not only the only astrology book you'll ever need, but Parker's Astrology. That's one of the ones I'm gonna use along with my own stuff in my lessons, because fucking with Parker's, it gives you tangible worksheets on how you can yourself can cast charts and work them out. So that helps as far as teaching people how to cast a chart. The people that don't know how to draw them themselves. And that's a big part of it. So yeah. But there's all types of astrology books. There's a badass book just on Mercury alone. I don't know if y'all have it. I forgot what it's called, but it's just on Mercury. That motherfucker is a bad motherfucker. But I mean, there's thousands, if not millions, of astrology books. But you just can't indulge and listen to all the bullshit that everybody speaks. You know what I'm saying? You could have made it, Heather. Yes, you would have made it. Absolutely. Yeah, you definitely. If you want to be on the next list, you be expedited. Yes, absolutely. And we 5 minutes from going, y'all. I said I should be back tomorrow. I'm feeling great right now. So I should be back tomorrow. I just gotta get out of here. I made a big step today. But yeah, it took me really going back into those depths this weekend. It wasn't fun. Not at all. Well, you have the time. It would be an hour and a half, maybe 3 hours a week, depending on how intensive we want to make it. It's gonna be up to the clients themselves on how long they want to be able to do that. So yeah, this speaker's about to piss me off. It's gonna die soon. We finna leave in 5 minutes anyway, though. It's probably an awesome book. I haven't checked that one out. I definitely will do a little look at, but I mean, I don't really read astrology books anymore. I write them. I'm writing one. I left my fucking whole transcripts of almost 5,000 pages in Texas, though, and I don't know if it's still there. Like, there's no telling if it's still at my dad's house, but all the pages I've written that I showed y'all over the last 3 years, all of that shit, I fucking left it in fucking Texas when I shouldn't have fucking been in Texas in the first place. One of the stupidest shit I did, and y'all let me go. But yeah, we good though. We finna come back into empowerment season. See, when I had that initial dip, that's what happens when Saturn does those retrogrades and it does those transits. I had that initial dip and it was like, oh, the shock, Saturn's conjunct my moon. This shit fucking sucks. I'm scared. Life, and shit went crazy. But then I realized that life is just doing what life does. I'm just scared. That was a retrograde. So now you deal with the fear, and then life gets back to life, and you emotionally mature, and then you get to really be creative. You get to use this. There are people that are like, like one of my apprentices, I'm not going to disclose, they say, Saturn does give gifts. In my professional opinion, Saturn doesn't give gifts. Saturn doesn't give you anything. It shows you what's already inside of you. You learn. You find. You don't receive. You discover. That's the thing with Saturn. You grow. You evolve. You don't get given anything. You earn everything. But yeah. I mean, Texas is cool, but Texas ain't for me. Texas ain't for me anymore. I love Texas. I'll always be from there, but I mean, fuck Texas. You can't live free in Texas. There's no true freedom in Texas. Not just for me, but for anybody. You can get money in Texas. You can have fun. You can have kids. You can be like, but you cannot be free in Texas. Not legally. And it's not just smoking weed, it's period. You can't be who you are without judgment. You can't live freely. You can't, like, no. You want to prosper or you want to be free? So, yeah. I know y'all trying to get my paperwork to me. I'm just saying fuck Texas. I hear y'all say that shit. If you're going to West Texas, let me know. You probably are going to West Texas because that's where a lot of the deer is. But if you're going to West Texas, let me know. If you're going to the Abilene, Texas area, please let me know. I have a big file, a big... what are they called? Plastic bin full of paperwork. that I need somebody to get. Borcher or border? What do you mean? I don't know what do you mean? I don't know, but we finna go, y'all. I love you. I appreciate your love and support. This is my time for today. I will probably be back tomorrow. I ain't making no guarantees, but I will probably be back tomorrow. Thank y'all for being here with me. Thank y'all for all of the love. I appreciate the support. For all of y'all that are interested in any astrological readings, don't get at me in my comments. Get at me in my email, which is mr.turner1300@gmail.com. All right. Hey, y'all ain't got to worry about me no more. I understand now. We gonna be all right. I love you. Unconditionally. I'm so grateful for the inspiration you provide me with. We're out of here.